All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome everybody back to a brand new video. So today we're going to be taking a little bit of a closer look at Paramo in PUBG. So this is the brand new map in Season 9. For those of you who saw my previous update video, you pretty much know what the fundamental aspect of this map is. It's an ever-changing, completely dynamic map. All of the hot drops and other unique, smaller locations are going to change every time you load it up. So you can never really truly learn the map, and it creates for a pretty unique experience every time. And like, my initial impression was that this is a really good map, and I enjoy it way more than Kraken already, and I still hold true to that to this day. And I've been playing it actually a lot more than I have Kraken, just generally speaking, because I really enjoy it. However, they fixed the biggest problem with Paramo, but simultaneously created another massive problem. Before we get too deep into this topic today, if you guys could do me a massive favor and drop a like rating on the video, that would be incredible. Subscribe if you do happen to be brand new around here, as we're getting dangerously close to 300,000 subscribers. I want to give a thank you from the bottom of my heart. The support on the channel has been absolutely insane recently. But anyways, guys, let's get started. So the other day when Season 9 came to the test server and I made my update video, the biggest core issue that Paramo was facing was, of course, that the lobbies operate in third-person perspective only. And I sort of tried to extrapolate on why they made that decision to have it in third-person perspective. Truth of the matter is, when you're looking at PUBG players worldwide, the more popular perspective is of course going to be third-person perspective. Now, my audience is generally like located North America and or Europe, and typically speaking, first person is the more popular option there, and it ended up being like kind of a deal breaker for a lot of people in my comments that were saying they refuse to play Paramo because it's third person. They just don't really do that. If it was first person, they might be a little bit invested, and there was like quite a lot of pushback when I made that update video, and I said that maybe with enough pressure they might revert that or change it or give us a first person option. And judging by the gameplay on screen, you guys can already see they reverted that. They added a first person option for Paramo. And again, if you guys weren't aware, Paramo's only going to be around for about 2 months, so this is going to be a sort of exclusive limited time map where it's got its own rotation. It's not really in with the main BR maps, although I think if people like it enough, they might do a situation similar to Kraken where they keep it around. I'd love to know if you guys want to keep this map around or not, because personally I really like it. It's actually the most fun I've had on a PUBG map in quite a long time, so you know, that's great. As far as I'm concerned, they addressed the biggest problem with the map. You can't say they don't listen to community feedback, as they literally did exactly what the community wanted here and added a first-person perspective. However, it would be naive and silly to think that it doesn't come with some trade-offs, and we have already been seeing the manifestations of that already. Because solo ranked is now added to the game, this presents another big problem. Paramo can be played squad and one-man squad in first or third-person perspective, but what this also inevitably did to ranked solo was cause queues to be virtually completely dead. So I saw this thread on Twitter. Coyote says, "So do I have to be the first one to tweet that it's 4:04 Pacific time and it's impossible to get a solo ranked game, and this is the first day of the new season? Not good, PUBG." Brian Corgan replies, says, "We predicted this, and this is why we said no to solo ranked." But in this circumstance, they did listen to community feedback just to see how it goes, and it's also a temporary season. And this is why for the past few months I've been saying in my videos that I generally think ranked solo would be a bad idea. Now, I think there's a slightly easier solution to this, and this is my leading suspicion. I'd love to know if you guys agree or disagree, but I would say that the majority of PUBG players don't really care about playing ranked specifically because of esport modes and or 64 players. Most people who play PUBG just want to play with real players, and they can take the game as seriously or as casually as they want, but most people don't play ranked to because they demand to play with esports rules, right? There is a small fraction of the community that wants to play in those esport modes, and I think that there's actually room for that to be implemented a bit better without taking up so much real estate on the game and hurting the main matchmaking and what most players generally want to play and experience, right? It's just most people don't want to play with bots. They want to play with real players. Whether it's esports rules or not, I think is, you know, up in the air. But ranked solo completely makes another queue with only 64 players, and to be honest, kind of just feels dull. And it seems like this is one of the biggest problems that they've still got to sort out, right? It's like they got to find this healthy middle ground between listening to the community and then doing also what's right for the game, because it's like if they didn't listen to the community at all, of course we would be in a pretty bad predicament. You know, nothing would ever change or get better. But if they fold at every want the community demands, then we end up with essentially ranked solo and dead queues, right? It's like pretty much both of these are non-solutions, and I think that there needs to be like more clean dialogue between developers and the community. And that's kind of the intention when I make these videos. It's like I like to give my opinion on these and how I think they could be better, but I'm I'm only one man, right? I'm only a small cog in this entire system. And so I always encourage you guys to leave comments below that are constructive criticism, things that are concise and easy to digest and make sense, so that when PUBG does see this, they can really get a pulse on what the community is thinking about something. Because ultimately, here's the thing, right? There seems to be a bit of a disconnect between community and developers. Even so, like, it's gotten better, and I think, like, you know, you guys in the comment section and making YouTube videos and, you know, reaching out on Twitter and Twitch streams generally does help, but also it is a bit of an echo chamber too, because if you look at the replies on Twitter of the announcement of Paramo, virtually 90% of them are just negative comments. And is that really how the overall player base is feeling about the map? I'm not so sure it is. I think that the silent majority who are, you know, sitting here playing it, enjoying the map, don't have much to say on Twitter and aren't going to be vitriolic to the devs. I think for the health of the game, we would kind of have to, as a community, choose, and we'd have to pick a sacrifice. You know, it's either like we keep ranked solo, which again was solely added because of community feedback, or have Paramo in first-person perspective, and assumedly other maps that come in these, like, you know, these temporary seasons. It seems like if we had Paramo in third-person perspective only, ranked solo queues could probably work, but if we have both of these at the same time, some of them are just dead without the other, and I think we would have to pick a sacrifice here, because it's really easy for a complex system like a video game ecosystem and player base. It's really easy to make things worse by just, you know, mucking about with it, but you can't just throw things at the wall and expect to make them better. You have to make very small incremental changes if you want to make a complex system like this work. And look, here's the thing with Paramo, I am very impressed with this map. It's actually one of the most fun maps I've played in a long time, and it's kind of brought like an addiction back to playing this game. I'm glad to have it in first person perspective, although I understand now that takes a toll on like ranked if you want to go play with only real players. So I think that it's kind of a lose-lose situation to some degree. However, I do think there is like a potential solution to this, and you can let me know what you think. Again, this is only my opinion on this, but I feel like if we dropped ranked entirely and we reconsolidated modes back into our normal match, we could get rid of bots just straight up. I feel like there would be enough players without ranked mode to where you jump into a queue, there's 100 players, again, no bots. You could also have a temporary playlist where Paramo is right now, with both having third person and first person perspective for either of your taste and choice. And then there could be specifically an esports tab, but its main selling point is that it is esports rules, and it's not the only way to play without bots. I feel like that would be a relatively good solution, but I don't know. That could come with its own set of problems that I don't see right now. But either way, it's like I saw this immediately come up when they added the first person perspective to Paramo. It's like it's great for that nature, but again, it did have other side effects in the game that we can't just completely ignore. But other than that, like I'm playing the hell out of Paramo. It is one of the best maps in the game in my opinion. And not only am I looking forward to playing it more, but I'm also looking forward to the new temporary maps that they add, and the new Alaska map that's coming around shortly, which we will be talking about in future videos. I want to see what that's all about, but I'm going to be enjoying this for the 2 months that it is here. However, again, it did present its own problem with the addition of first person, which everybody asked for. So let me know what you think, if that was a good idea. Was adding first person perspective to Paramo the right move? Do you think that it should have stayed in third person perspective only to not hurt ranked? Let me know your opinions down below in the comment section, guys. Be sure to leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I'd appreciate it a lot. Subscribe if you are brand new. And before you go, if you guys wouldn't mind logging into your PUBG account, link is in the description. It'll take you right over there. You can use my creator code on your PUBG account, and it does help support the channel a ton. Thank you guys so much. Let me know if you do it so I can personally thank you down below in the comments. But anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all on the next stream or the next video. Take it easy, and peace out.